got to look at that, and then you got to look at the life that you want and really ask yourself, do these things fit and match the life that I want? And if it's a no, that shit has to fucking go. However you got to get rid of those things, it's got to go. What's good, fam? If you stumble across this video and you woke up feeling like, bro, my life is not it right now. Like, this shit has got to change. And you know that you're not living the life that you want to live. I've got 5 things that I want to share with you that I've learned over the last few months with taking a quantum leap with my dream life that I've been building, and even over the past few years that I think will help you tremendously to build the life that you know that you ultimately want to be living and to get out of the space that you're in now. So I'm going to get right into it. The first thing I need you to understand that I've learned, and this was with a journey that I took my own self over the last couple of months, is that you gotta face your fears. If you can't face your fears and the things that you're afraid of and identify those things that you're afraid of that's keeping you stuck where you are now and not living the life that you want to live, then you're gonna stay right where you are. You gotta get off the porch. So for me, I'll share personally, I've always, as far as I can remember, have had a fear around not having enough money. I don't have enough to eat, survive, to get by, to get around, to fix my car, to take care of my life, my everyday life expenses, and a fear of rejection and a fear of failure. Those 3 things, a fear of not having enough, a fear of rejection, and a fear of failure, those things for the longest kept me stuck on the porch and from even stepping out. And what I did recently, I'm going to share something I did, which was one of the scariest things I ever did. I took a week and I went out to Panama, not Panama City in Florida, the country Panama, which is my second time going. I went last year for the first time, but I was in a better financial state last time than I was now, as with things that I've been doing as far as taking a leap of faith has stretched me financially. I took a leap of faith and I went out to Panama for half of a week, 4 days, and then I took 4 days and I went out to Cartagena. I spent extra money so that I could take extra luggage. I packed up my music recording equipment, my studio equipment, my content creation equipment, and it wasn't cheap or whatever. And I took all of those things with me. And it wasn't a vacation. A lot of people thought that I went for a birthday vacation, which I recently celebrated a birthday. And it was like, nah, this was me giving myself permission to act like, okay, give myself a preview of what life would look like if I was truly living the life that I wanted to live. And it was scary. I had to do some things. I literally had to face all of my fears around money, not having enough money, if I'm going to make enough and I'm going to be able to survive and have all of the things that I needed. I put myself in a situation where I had to face that front on as me and this thing in the boxing ring, and we got to duke this thing out. And if you do it right in your life, it may not be the same thing for you, but each and every last one of you have something in your life that's a major block. It's your fear that's literally keeping you gatekeeping from your dreams. You got to get in that ring and you got to tussle with whatever it is. And I'm telling you now, as somebody who recently did it, if you do it the right way, it's going to scare you shitless. But I promise you're going to come out better. Because what I had to get to the mindset is, you know what? We going out of here anyway. Life is a game. Not literally, but it is. And at some point, just like any sports game, if you watch sports, at some point the game is going to be over and you checking out. You want to look back and be like, man, fuck it. I had the courage to go for what it is I want. And that's what mentality that I used in order to push me to push through my fears and what I was afraid of, to do what I knew I needed to do if I'm going to live the life. Because it comes to a point where you got to think about it. Like, looking at the life that you have, the thoughts that you have, everything, your habits, all of it. You got to look at that, and then you got to look at the life that you want and really ask yourself, do these things fit and match the life that I want? And if it's a no, that shit has to fucking go. However you got to get rid of those things, it's got to go. And I'm sharing this with you all because I went through the process, and man, I tell you one thing, I'm looking back, and this is recent, I'm glad I took that trip. Tomorrow ain't promised, next year ain't promised, and you want to be to a point where it's like, I did what it is I really wanted to do out of my life. Give yourself permission to do that. Like, just like any of you all, if you were in grade school and you had to go through the process of going on a field trip and your parents had to sign a permission slip for you to go, sign a permission slip for you to go for your dream life. Whatever it is you need to do so that you can give yourself permission and go for it. You ain't got shit to lose, bruh. I'm telling you. So understand you got to face your fears. The second thing that you got to do, and bear with me because I got my notes, you got to let go of your timeline. A lot of you all are thinking of like, man, some of you all are already on the wave of trying to make your dreams happen. You got to understand, you not going to know when it's going to happen. Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, whoever you consider the GOAT, Tom Brady with football, they didn't become the GOAT in year one, week one, year three, or whatever. They just had a process. They knew what the big vision was that they wanted. They had a system with habits and things that they knew that they needed to do. If I do these things and I do it consistently, day in, day out, week in, week out, year in, year out, at some point, my career, my life, whatever it is I'm working at, it's going to reflect that. So you got to stop worrying about, if some of y'all may be building a career, whether it's athletics, you may be building a business, you may be building a social media platform, you may be developing a career, you may be trying to get in shape, whatever it is in your life, understand it ain't day one. It ain't, stop worrying about when it's going to happen. All you got to do is make sure that you in position. Case in point, if you got a radio, I don't know if any of y'all are old school, but if anybody knows how a radio station used to be, you used to have to make sure that you have the radio on a certain frequency, whether it's FM or I think it's AM or whatever it is. Y'all know what I'm saying. And back in the day, you didn't have streaming. They had certain singles and songs on rotation. And you had to make sure you had the radio on that station at a certain time so that, you know, when that song did come on, you're in position to hear your song when it comes on. So I say that to say, don't worry about when it's going to happen. Make sure that you're in position. Make sure that your life, your habits line up with what it is you want. And you have the feelings like it's already done. You already moving like you already that person. And you already living that life. And do that long enough until life can catch up and actually reflect that. And a lot of people, that's where you mess up, because a lot of people can't hang in. You start something and you don't see the results in a few days, or you don't see it in a few weeks, you don't see it in a few months, you don't see it in the first year or the second year. And it's like, man, fuck, this shit ain't happening. No. Anybody that's accomplished their dream life, all they did was have perseverance and longevity. They just kept fucking going. They didn't quit. They said, I'm going to keep plugging at this shit until life catches up and shows this. They don't have a stop button. They don't have an off and a quit button. If you want to win and you want to make your dreams life happen, an off button has to no longer exist. And I'm not talking about rest. You got to rest and take periodic breaks. But I'm talking about as far as pursuit of your dream, there is no fucking quit or off button. You feel what I'm saying? So understand that. I learned that from Kobe. I'm wearing the colors now. Shout out to Kobe. It's his birthday today. I got the yellow and the purple in honor for my guy. He knew this and was a complete embodiment of this. So let go of your timeline. Don't worry about when it's going to happen. Just understand if you're doing the things you need to do that line up with the life that you want, and you do it long enough, time will take care of everything else. So understand that. And the next thing I need you to understand is, which is going to be tough. This probably is going to be one of the hardest things, or at least it was for me. You have to break down who you are now in order to build a completely new version of you in order to create your dream life. Think about it. Whatever it is you want to do in your life, business, career, if you're an athlete and you got goals, you're an artist, you're trying to get in better physical shape, whatever the case is, understand that version of you that's already living that life, that's a whole nother person. It may be you, but it's as far as who that person is, it's a whole nother person. They eat different. They got different habits. They got different daily dues. They have different thoughts. They have a different belief system. They have a different mindset than who you are right now. So you got to look at what it is that you have now, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your mindset, because that's really where it comes down to. A lot of people don't make it because they don't even have the thoughts and the belief system that supports what they want to do in their life and what they want to have. It's you got to tear it down like you tearing down the house. Me personally, I had to do that same thing. For the longest, I had to face the fact that I have limited beliefs around if I could build a six-figure business, become the multimillionaire that I aspire to be, become an impactful, world-known artist. All of these different things impact and help athletes become the best athletes that they can be across the globe. Help people across the globe become the best versions of themselves and help them accomplish their dream life. For a long time, I was saying it, but I didn't truly have the belief that I could do that. And I couldn't figure out why I wasn't seeing growth, why I wasn't getting better, why things weren't lining up with the life that I wanted to have. Well, your belief system, your thoughts and your belief is going to create your life. What you look at in your life, all that shit is just a projector. Just like if you've ever gone to the movie theaters or seen some type of screen where the screen is projecting whatever's on the disc onto the screen, your mindset, your beliefs, that's the disc. So your physical life is just a projection of what's up here and what's here. So you got to make sure what's up here and what's in here matches what you want in your life, meaning how you feel. If you were already the version of yourself that you wanted to be and living a life that you wanted to live, your dream life, how would that person feel? You got to be feeling that way. Not like how a lot of y'all woke up like, damn, just frustrated, just feeling deflated because the life you living isn't what you want to live. That don't match. So internally, if you feel that way, that's what's going to project. If you don't think you're capable of making something happen, that's what's going to show in your physical life. If you don't think that you're good enough, you don't think that you're worthy of love or quality relationships, you don't think you're good enough for a girl or a partner, that's what's going to project in your life. So I'm giving you all of these things to let you know you have got to get that shit dialed the fuck in. Your mindset and your belief system, that's the engine. If you think about a plane or rocket, you need immense fuel and power and speed to get that shit off the ground and into the sky. Y'all are rockets and y'all are planes. You are meant to soar and to fly. But if you don't have a strong belief system and a mindset that I'm him or I'm her, I'm good enough to do this, I'm capable, and I'm going to do these things, not I hope or I think I can, but I'm doing it, and this shit is already done with a knowing, emphatic knowing, not thinking, that's what's going to project in your life. So you got to get that right. So take time to Write it out if you got to. What limiting beliefs, what thoughts, what negative things do you believe and think that don't line up with where you want to go in your life? And start tending to them. And if you need help with trying to figure out what these things are and how to identify and deal with these things that are hurting you and keep you from the life you want, I need y'all to follow me on Instagram, subscribe here, and DM me. I've got tools and resources to help people. I've done this myself, and I've already helped several people in their own lives with this thing. And if you need one-on-one coaching, I even offer those services too, because I need to help y'all turn your life up. Your life is there for the taking, and you got to get to a point where you feel like, I can do this and I'm capable, and I can help you with that. So I just had to throw that in there. And the next thing I need y'all to understand is, look, with everything I just said, dealing with your fears, facing your fears, breaking down these old belief systems and tearing them down to adopt new thoughts and beliefs. If you do it right, you will know, because it will be scary. I promise you. Over the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months, where I've made a quantum leap, y'all, I've had points where I was scared shitless. I'm not joking. And what the crazier part was, it wasn't me. It was all of the old versions of myself that dealt with all of these different things that didn't work out in my life, that created these fears and these limiting beliefs. It wasn't me now. The me now knows I'm capable and I'm able to do all of these things. I'm gonna survive. I ain't gonna run out, and I'm enough. It's all of those things. And you got to think, it's not gonna happen overnight. If you spent 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is, with a fear around something, you're not gonna clean that up in one day, 1 week, 1 month. You had longer amount of time with that mindset and that belief system. So you're gonna have to spend time and time and time chipping at it. So I need you to understand that. And then what I need y'all to understand is, most people aren't gonna support you, and they not gonna understand what it is you're doing when you truly, fully embrace going and for the life that you want and building that life. And it's the people closest to you, friends, your family, your parents, even a significant others at some points. A lot of people, they're just not going to understand. And that's not for anything for you to be upset with them if they don't understand, if they don't support you. Understand, your dream, your vision, that's something that you have personally. God or whatever you believe in gave you something that only you can see it from that lens and from that angle and that perspective. Somebody else can't see it. And then being upset with your friends, your family, your significant other, whoever else for not supporting you and believing in you, don't take that shit personal. A lot of them, they don't even believe in their own selves. Everybody got dreams and aspirations. Most people do not believe that they can accomplish their dreams and their aspirations. So if they can't believe that they can do it, they definitely not gonna believe somebody else can do it. So don't take it personal when they don't support you. It's just them. You feel what I'm saying? But you gotta believe in you and be 10 toes down, knowing that I have everything that I need to accomplish what I want out of my life. And you got it, man. Like, I'm telling you, I used to be so mad, and I didn't say it, but it was internally, and it was like resentment, because my friends didn't support my music things. I seen them support this and that. And part of what I was doing, because I've never been one to want to create wealth just for myself. I'm thinking about my tribe, my parents, my siblings, my friend group, my future family, my future kids, my future wife down the road. I'm thinking about that. So like, I was upset with my friends because it's like, I thought we was going to build this together, like a wolf pack, a lion pride. We were going to get out there and hunt and build this thing together, and just never got the support. It took me a long time to learn they may have their own limited beliefs, and it's not on them and not for me to blame them. So understand that if you're struggling with that. So I just want y'all to know those are the 5 things that you need to understand. You got to face your fears. Let go of your timeline and just do the things that you need to do. Tear down whatever beliefs and thoughts that don't support where you want to go. Don't worry about your friends and your family and anybody else, whether they support you or not. And know that you got it. Whatever it is that you want to create, you cannot have a dream and a vision in your life and not have the capability to make it happen. So you got it. I promise you on everything I love that you got it. So if this meant anything to you, this added any value, before you get out of here, please support me by comment, and subscribing so that I can help get this message out to as many people that I can. And if this was value, I drop heat every single day. Every day I'm providing value to people that need the help to build the life that they want to build. So this is what I'm here for. And I also offer one-on-one coaching. I have a community that has a lot of resources that's designed to help you build your life, no matter what it is, whether you're healing, building success in your career, your dream life, trying to get better with relationships, whatever the case is, I touch on all different angles. That's why this is the Lifestyle Buffet. That's what my brand and my gift is to people and to society. So if this brought value to you, I appreciate all the support. I want you to know that wherever you go in your life and whatever you do is all on you, fam. And I promise you on everything I love, you got it. So until next time, always love, and I'll see you on the next one.